Hey there, and welcome to Becoming, where small steps become large distances. I'm your host, Grant Sinzani. I am an author, speaker, and entrepreneur. At the core, however, I am blessed and an absolute enthusiast in seeing ordinary people become great, which is why this show was made. This show is about how you can grow from who you are, from where you are, and with what you have into becoming and having more by taking small steps daily that eventually become large distances. So join me and some guests who are ordinary people just like you and I, taking small steps to cover great distances to their destination of becoming. Today's guest is a qualified chartered accountant, a certified life coach, a certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, an entrepreneur, and a humanitarian. She is brilliant. She is bright. She is a radiant being of light. She's an outstanding peak performer and a dynamic life transformer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tafadzwa Makombe.
Wow, thank you so much, Grant, for that amazing intro. Wow, I feel like such an amazing human being right now after that intro. Thank you so much, and thanks for having me here today.
The pleasure's mine. Thanks for coming through. We appreciate you, and also the topic at hand, becoming a master of our subconscious. But before we start, we want the crowd to warm up to you, get to know you. So the first question that I have for you, Tafadzwa, is what's your superpower? What's that one thing that you do better than everybody else that's around you?
It's an interesting question. Well, I would say my superpower is, funny enough, multitasking. I'm able to do so many different tasks all at once. A lot of people always ask me like, okay, how do you manage to get all of these things done? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think that's definitely my superpower. But above and beyond all of that, I'm still able to connect with people despite me being busy with so many different tasks. I'm also still able to just be genuine, show my authenticity to people who I interact with each and every single day, and connect with people. And that's how I bring people on board with me on my projects and all my tasks, because I don't do these tasks all by myself. I need people to do them with me. I normally have a team, and I need people's buy-in for a lot of the tasks that I need to get done. So yeah, that's my superpower, being able to connect and get people to buy in.
Is it? That sounds like persuasion and leadership at a high level.
Yes, exactly. That is actually true leadership. That's actually the highest level of leadership. The first level of leadership is where you get people to do things because you pay them. Mm-hmm. But then the highest form of leadership is actually 5 levels of it. And then the first level is getting people to do things without even having to pay them. And that's through persuasion and getting them their buy-in without even having to pay them, which is amazing. That's proper leadership. That's true leadership.
But tell me something though. How did you figure out that, okay, this is your superpower? When in your life did you finally go, this actually is something I do pretty well? I'm able to bring a community of people together and not necessarily pay them, but allow them to see the common vision and actually trudge towards it. When was the first time you realized that?
I would say high school. I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
Because I saw that I was quite involved in everything. Like I said, I'm very good with doing multiple tasks. So I was that overachiever. I was that person getting academic awards. I was getting sports awards. I was getting cultural awards.
Yeah.
So that's where I saw that, hey, this girl, okay, I'm actually quite good at multitasking. And then when I got to matric, I was elected head girl of my high school in Pretoria, the Glen High School. And yeah, that's the ultimate leadership role, I guess, when you're in high school. And that's where I saw that, okay, whenever I did speeches in front of the school, or whenever I had to lead my prefect body or just lead the school in general, people listened. They actually just kept quiet when I would walk on stage. People would be reverent, and they would actually listen to me. And I'll never forget one day when a teacher came up to me and they were like, this was in grade 11, the year before I was in matric, before I was even head girl. I was doing announcements on stage, and another person had been speaking, and people were just so like mumbling. And he said to me, when you stood up and you walked there, the whole hall just went quiet and they just listened to you. And I'll never forget his words. He's like, you are destined to be a great leader. People listen to you when you speak, and never ever forget that. And yeah, still to this day, I will never forget, that was Mr. Nathaniel. So that's when I learned that, okay, wow, when I actually speak, people listen to me and people actually look up to me, and they find what I have to say important. And yeah, that's when I knew that, okay, I could actually get a lot of buy-in from people. People believe in me. People resonate with what I have to say. So that's when I think, yeah, matric was when I finally, it sunk in that, okay, you are great at multitasking and you are great at getting people to buy into you and to listen to you, and you're good at leading people.
I know there are different types of leaders. There's your autocratic kind of leader, there's your democratic kind of leader, there's that laissez-faire kind of leader as well. Where would you rank yourself in that spectrum?
I would say I think I'm more diplomatic.
Yeah.
Because I love to listen to everyone's view and then from there find the best solution, one that suits everyone, which I know I've been called out for that. People are like, no, you're too diplomatic. You need to actually just be,
take the
just take a stance. And, if people don't like it, so what, screw it, but I don't know, that's my leadership style. I'm very diplomatic. I like to listen to what everyone has to say and then find the best solution for everyone based on that.
Just to add into the conversation, I've also been labeled as a leader as well. But the type of leadership that I have is you do as I do. So if I go up there, then you can go up there. And I'll actually ask of you to do that. So I'm one of those, what do they call those people? They'll say autocratic almost to some extent. But I just do it with a big smile on my face, which actually makes people do stuff. But yeah, I'll take some lessons from you, Tafadzwa. I'll take some lessons from you. I don't know if you've been watching this new series, Michael Jordan's The Last Dance.
No.
Okay. If there was anybody that I'd look at and say, that is my leadership kind of style, it's definitely his. Full-blown achiever, but wants to drag everybody with them, whether they want it or not. And now I'm beginning to learn that you actually have to get the buy-in of different people, as you are, obviously. That whole thing of saying, but what do you think? What do you think? And together with our ideas, something better actually begins to form. I believe that's what they term synergy, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll be taking some notes from you. We should have made this becoming a leader, We've actually done that. But it's becoming a master of your subconscious. Now, out of curiosity, we're going to also want to know where you are right now is not by your own doing. There are people within your life that have actually aided you to get to this point. So someone like maybe Mr. Nathaniel. And we call these people your ladder. And this was a concept that we had got from Cindy Jacobs on our previous podcast. And ladders are people that help us get to places that we want to get to. Just out of curiosity, are there like maybe 2 or 3 people that you look at and say, this person has been a ladder for me, apart from Mr. Nathaniel? Shout out to Mr. Nathaniel.
I would also say people who have been my ladder, it's definitely been my mom. She's always supported me. A mother's love. Mothers are just always so supportive.
It's true.
Even the toughest of times while I was studying at University of Cape Town, doing my accounting degree, even until my working life, even up until now, she's consistently been there praying for me, encouraging me. She's been she's played a very pivotal role in my life. And my friendship group as well. I have like about 3 good friends who have been friends with me since primary school, throughout high school, varsity, even until now. That's Tato, Agnes, and Dumelo. So those 3 women, they have just been so amazing. They are still very, very close friends of mine. They can tell when I'm not putting in my best effort, when I am not being authentic, when I'm not actually living up to my fullest potential. Because they know. I always used to say my peak was high school when I was head girl, whatever. And they keep telling me, they're like, dude, you're only going to peak at like 40. What are you talking about? You're not even 40 yet. You're going to peak at like 40 or 50. And I'm just like, what? Okay, fine. All right. So they keep pushing me and they always motivate me whenever I say, hey, friend, I have this idea, this crazy idea that, I want to do this. And they're like, you can do it. They're the first people to always be like, you can do it. They're always front row. I had a coaching workshop for life coaching last weekend. Dumelo was part of it. She bought a ticket. She was there participating. I really have a good bunch of friends who are just always supporting, front row seats all the time, and pushing me to always just live out my fullest potential.
Great. And one of the greatest things about life is that not only are you in a space where you have people that form a ladder towards your goals, but you also become a ladder for other individuals as well. I'm very certain, like you said, you got to a place where you were able to silence a whole hall, right? And I'm sure that was because to some level, to some degree, you're an inspiration, or you are an inspiration. Let's not go with the past. You're living that right now. Who are people that you've been a ladder for?
So I believe one thing that I'm very passionate about is mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
I believe mentorship is so, so important because wherever you're going, there's someone that has been there before, unless you're doing something that's groundbreakingly new. I'm so passionate about mentorship. And I guess, to go back to your other question about another person who's been my ladder, I guess my mentor has been my coaching mentor, Guest Tafadzwa. He's been quite pivotal recently in the past year in terms of life coaching. So he's my life coach. So he's been my ladder in me living out my fullest potential currently. And who I'm a ladder to right now is people that I coach. So and people that I also mentor as well. So in terms of mentorship, I have an NGO which is running, which I'm a part of too. It's one, the Black Professional Scholarship Fund, and also another one is the EduSnapper Foundation. Black Professional Scholarship Funds addresses varsity university students, and I'm part of the mentorship committee there. And there we mentor university students, help them to navigate through university and issues that they might be having. And also we have a workshop that we have called Growing Tomorrow's Leaders, where we basically just mentor and coach university students with the soft skills that they wouldn't necessarily learn in university, to help prepare them for the working world. And there's such like, budgeting skills, public speaking, networking skills, black tax, the likes of, a lot of things which if only I had known earlier, I know for a fact I would have been way further in my corporate career if I had known all of these skills. But I unfortunately only learned them while working. But, in order to just put that black child, a little bit further in life, we're just mentoring them now in the university. And also we have the EduSnapper Foundation. EduSnapper Foundation, that one actually mainly aims at high school learners and getting them prepared for university. So from grade 9 until matric, we have a mentorship program. We start early at grade 9 to get them ready so that, when they choose their subjects in grade 10, already they know going into matric, this is a certain goal that they need to achieve, the certain marks in order to get into this university and to get into the certain course. And also, just navigating them through high school, any issues that they might have. So in general, I love mentoring. I'm blessed that I've gotten so far, but I know that with someone who would have helped me sooner and, more dedicated, I could have definitely been a lot further. So I really am passionate about mentorship. So I have clients who I coach. So I'm a ladder for them. I help them to realize their full potential and help them to achieve the best version of themselves in order for them to live the life that they want, that fullest life. Because a lot of people are living half-lived lives, or not even half-lived, but quarter-lived lives, People they're alive, but they're not really living. They just kind of just waking up, doing the same routine, not getting any fulfillment, no happiness, no joy, living for the weekend. And even on the weekend, it's not even the most amazing weekend. They're probably just in bed most of the time watching TV. They're mindless. They are depressed. They are trying to forget their problems through drinking or through whatever bad habits that they might have. So I help coach individuals that actually want to change and transform their life so that they can make a change and become, and on the topic of becoming, just becoming that best version of themselves and becoming and living the best possible life.
Okay, all right. Well done concerning that. That's a lot of giving back, eh?
No, thank you. I love giving back, and it's amazing. The world works in such an amazing way that with the more you give, the more you get as well. So my life is just it's really, really blessed. I can't even complain about anything. And that's because I give so much love and I help so many people. So it comes back to me tenfold.